and welcome to the Procore Innovation Summit, our summer product and customer showcase. I'm your host, Lauren Contreras, and I am thrilled to be joining you today. So many of us here at Procore are looking forward to spending some face-to-face time with y'all in the very near future. The world is opening up, we are seeing the light at the end of this tunnel, and it feels good. You know, it's been impressive to witness the level of resilience y'all have shown over the past year. Even under the circumstances, you've managed to push the industry forward, you've innovated your processes to make your companies more nimble, you've empowered your teams with the technology, training, and knowledge they need to do their very best work. There is more to do, but if this last year has taught us anything, it's that this industry is advancing at a rapid pace, leading with the optimism and know-how to build the homes, hospitals, schools, infrastructure, and spaces we live, work, and play in. Whatever people across the globe need next. All of that starts with your input and seeing what you, the people who build the world, need today and down the road. It's an exciting time to be a part of this industry, and there is so much that we can learn from each other. To ensure everyone could join us here today, we are bringing this event to you from the offices and homes of our employees, partners, and customers from around the world. So again, welcome to Procore's Innovation Summit. Let's dive in. We have a stacked agenda full of exciting product announcements and motivating customer conversations over these next 2 hours. You're going to hear from some of Procore's product leadership on where the industry and construction tech is headed and how Procore's vision of working side by side with you is going to help us get there. We'll listen to a roundtable discussion featuring customers from around the globe discussing how they're using Procore's platform to tackle the ever-present challenge of profit fade by building smarter, more productively, and therefore more profitably. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to remind you that we're going to be sharing some really cool new features not yet generally available. Please make sure you're making purchasing decisions based on what is available today. You can read this full text on our website. All right, let's get started. To kick off the event, I'd like to introduce you to Julian Clayton.
Thanks, Lauren. I'm honored to be here working alongside all of you. Before I get started, I want to say thank you. Not just thank you for joining us today, but thank you for all your work and everything you do to make this industry what it is. Since we last saw you, a few things have changed here at Procore. Just a few weeks ago, we crossed a momentous milestone. We are now a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. It was a very exciting day for all of us here at Procore, and since you're part of the family, we'd like to share a little clip from that day. Let's take a look.
And it is our honor to join you on this next leg of your journey, and it's a privilege to have Procore ring the NYSE opening bell.
This is absolutely nothing to do with me, and it's everything to do with all of you.
Every single person plays a role, and every single person has such important input. Look how far we've come to now. Look at how we're part of this elite group of SaaS software companies, and think how much further we can go.
It takes hearts and minds to make this happen, and it's a special company. You feel the humanity in everyone here, and it's infectious.
Without all of your hard work, we wouldn't have been able to get this far on the journey.
This milestone ensures we can continue to invest in your success, and it wouldn't have been possible without your partnership. So from the bottom of our hearts, to all of our customers, partners, and users, thank you. But this doesn't change who we are. Our sole focus at Procore has and always will be construction. You, this industry. Much of the Procore team, just like me, comes from the construction industry. I started framing houses as a teenager and later, much later, founded a national commissioning company. Throughout Procore, you'll find project managers, inspectors, estimators, civil engineers, and more. We have different backgrounds and experiences, but we all have one thing in common, At some point along our journey, seeing the same issues project after project started to feel like Groundhog Day, and we knew there had to be a better way. When we were introduced to Procore, we found a rare opportunity to go from helping our friends at our old companies to improving the lives of everyone in construction. This means we don't just consider ourselves a partner to the industry, but still a part of it, and we work every day to make a positive impact for all of us. The construction industry has gone through a lot of change since I was out there swinging a hammer listening to Def Leppard on job sites. Just 10 years ago, mobile apps weren't really a thing on the job site. Now, it's hard to imagine working without them. Today, advancements in robotics and drones are starting to feel the same way. I know the only way I want to be spending all day tying rebar is if I'm pushing a button on the top of the robot that's doing it for me. And all of these new trends are creating new ways of working and new data. It's important that all these solutions have a single place where everyone can connect and collaborate. It's not just connecting the people, it's connecting the data and creating the ability to learn from it. We know a single construction platform is the future for the industry. And you are all early adopters just by running Procore. But we have to share the secret of your success with others. We're on a mission to connect everyone in construction. We know that disconnected teams are the biggest thing holding us back. Almost 20 years ago, you put your trust in us to digitize and centralize your project documents. Today, our platform connects everyone on the project team to the right information at the right time. This means we're not just building to connect teams in the field and the office, but to connect everyone who touches the project, including the design, pre-construction, and finance teams. The Procore platform is designed exclusively for construction with an unlimited user model so there's zero friction on collaboration. Unlimited support so anyone on the project team can always get help from a real person at Procore. And unlimited data, because who has the ability to predict how many drawing revisions or RFIs are going to be on their next project, or even how much storage that might require? Over 1.6 million construction professionals across the world trust Procore to build smarter, safer, and more profitably. So whether you're an owner, a GC, or a specialty contractor, working in the private or public sector, you know you're in good company. We know that connecting everyone in construction requires a platform you can trust. As we meet with customers, they've shared how security and regulatory requirements are continuously evolving. GCs and specialty contractors must now provide details regarding their security practices when they're bidding jobs. So over the past year, we've doubled down to make sure your data is safe, secure, and private without sacrificing performance or ease of use on and off the job site. It's dependability you can count on with 99.9% uptime. We're also investing to make the platform more flexible to meet your unique needs, and this means more customization options to match how you run your business. More control over who accesses your project data with granular permissions. Better visibility and adoption of your technology with app management metrics. A more intuitive interface for your entire team, including the ability to select language preference at the user and project level. And coming soon, custom workflows coupled with notifications and permissions that improve collaboration between your project teams. And we've made huge investments in making the platform smarter using machine learning and artificial intelligence. Improvements in our predictive search allow you to find what you're looking for faster. And here's a mind-boggling stat. Customers share over 2.2 million photos in Procore each week. And Procore now tags and categorizes these photos automatically based on what's in the image. And we've doubled down on our investment in AI. In May, we welcomed Indus.ai to the Procore team. Indus.ai is an artificial intelligence-powered analytics platform for the construction industry. It has been trained with millions of images and videos specific to construction and is able to identify more than 70 different items in your photos and videos. We are committed to bringing smart automation solutions and predictive insights to all of you. The best part about the Procore platform is that it's truly open. And just like construction projects don't get built by one company, the software that supports those projects doesn't either. The Procore app marketplace has over 300 partners and solutions, so you can work the way you want to all without ever having to leave Procore. But being an open platform is more than just technology partnerships. We know project costs are top of mind for our customers, so we've partnered with other leaders in the construction industry to help manage risk and reduce cost. Last year, we launched an exclusive agreement with Travelers Insurance to help contractors manage the total cost of risk. Travelers Insurance was so confident in Procore's ability at reducing risk, they encouraged their customers to use Procore by covering up to 20% of the cost of a new customer's first year of Procore. And I'm very excited to announce a new partnership with Lowe's. We have partnered with Lowe's for Pros to unlock additional savings, both time and money, for our customers. Lowe's for Pros will offer Procore customers the ability to access Lowe's 140,000 in-store and 1 million online products at a discount of 5 to 20%. I want to take a step back and share a story that I've been following all year. One of my favorite things to do is visit projects, talk to customers, and learn about how Procore is helping them. That's why one project I've been following closely is the Build for Allegiant Stadium, a joint partnership between Procore customers Mortenson and McCarthy. At the time of completion, this was the largest design-build stadium in the NFL, both in size and dollar value. The $1.9 billion project, financed by both public and private funds, was completed on time and on budget. No small feat for any construction project of this size, but especially one completed in the midst of a global pandemic. Let's take a look.
If you look up and down the Las Vegas Strip, this town has been built on mega projects for the past 40 to 50 years, where construction workers come, large-scale buildings go up in what I would call record time.
The total duration from design through owner occupancy was 40 months, and our construction schedule was 31 months. So in order to hit the 31-month construction schedule target, we had upwards of 12,000 plus individuals working on our project.
The structure itself is dug down 40 feet into the ground.
You have the retractable field that there's only one other of those in the States.
The one-of-a-kind cable truss roof system.
There's 28,000 tons of structural steel on the project. It's 56 million pounds, or approximately 9,300 elephants.
Projects like this have that kind of pressure. It's kind of what wakes you up in the morning or prevents you from going to sleep at night.
Procore is probably the only platform that could handle the traffic that you're going to get with a mega project or a stadium project.
We were probably 10,000 deep in questions and RFIs and things on this project.
There were people who were in different time zones, and everybody needed to collaborate and get this information in real time.
Mortenson and McCarthy being able to utilize the same platform, that just absolutely paved the road for it to be a smoother sense and growth of collaboration throughout.
We structured the Mortenson-McCarthy joint venture very purposefully from the beginning in a way to set it up for success. As the final numbers were tallied and the overall program that the Raiders set out to came in $25 million under budget, at the end of the day, we achieved success.
When we walked into the project trailer, nobody knew who worked for Mortenson or who worked for McCarthy because we presented ourselves as one team.
Al Davis has this quote about the greatness of the Raiders lies in its future. To set them up for their success for the next 60 years and beyond in that organization is really something special.
I cannot wait to see thousands and thousands of people walking into the Raiders Stadium and using it for what we built it for.
We'd like to congratulate Mortenson, McCarthy, and the entire project team. This is definitely one I can't wait to see from the stands. But you don't have to be a mega contractor building a stadium to see those kinds of results. In fact, we've been regularly checking in with our customers over the past year to see how Procore has been helping them. 71% reported they met or exceeded profit goals, and 70% said they were more accurate with their forecasting. And a whopping 79% reported improved communication, even during a period when everyone was a remote or distributed workforce. Today, we're excited to share the work we've been doing that further improves the Procore platform. So thank you again for joining us today. Now, I'd like to hand it over to Christy McKnight.
Thank you, Julian. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you. Procore is used around the world to improve communication and collaboration. Today, over 1.6 million construction professionals are collaborating on the Procore platform in 125 countries. And Procore's construction project management solutions continue to be voted #1 in the industry. While we're proud of our award-winning products, our work doesn't stop there. Because our mission is to connect everyone in construction on a global platform. And connecting everyone isn't just about people, it's also about connecting processes and workflows. Now, you all know this, but the best place to solve challenges on a project is before you even break ground. Pre-construction offers the greatest potential for improvements in productivity and profitability, but disconnected teams and technologies have kept our industry from realizing the full potential of a truly connected project. Our goal is to ensure the entire project team can start and finish their work in the Procore platform. And that all starts with Procore Pre-construction. For owners and builders who want to win and build predictable and profitable projects, an integrated pre-construction solution is critical. It connects planning, design, estimating and bidding to the budget, to the schedule, and to the quality and safety products your teams use to keep the project on track. Procore Pre-construction provides one hub for communication and collaboration, so you have a comprehensive understanding of project scope and costs, and a seamless connection to the course of construction, setting the foundation to protect your profits from day one. Kurt Geibig, a VP of estimating at R.A. Lynn, said it best: "The more information that is stored in Procore from the beginning of a job, the better the information flows." Pre-construction in the Procore platform means a complete data journey, creating insights so each project informs the success of the next one. I'd like to pass it to Michelle Turner to showcase how we've integrated this critical workflow.
Thanks, Christy. We've already seen huge success in pre-construction with bidding and pre-qualification. And now we've fully integrated estimating and takeoff. Over the past year, we've made investments to seamlessly connect estimating to the project budget to project documents, improving collaboration between the estimator, project manager, and finance team. Let's see this in action. From right in Procore, you can bring up Esticom. Start by reviewing the project drawings and perform quantity takeoffs. Get an understanding of the material cost with a comprehensive catalog of materials and assemblies with pre-built rates. And you can add your own custom rates. Easily start your countermeasure by selecting your material or assembly and select the corresponding item on the drawing. And with auto count with symbol recognition, dramatically reduce the time to perform takeoff. Once your takeoff is complete, your quantities and assemblies flow directly into your estimate where you can adjust costs, add overhead and profit, and create a customer-facing quote with additional notes, like inclusions and exclusions. You can then easily attach estimates to your bid package. Deep integrations with project financials means your final estimate can be synced directly with the budget, keeping your teams operating off the same information. And now, purchase orders can be created directly from the estimate, eliminating the need to re-enter data. Lastly, we've also synced drawing revisions between the plans view and the drawings tool, streamlining change management, ensuring your total estimated profit isn't lost between systems or teams. For Gardner, an electrical and telecommunications provider in Canada, this means improved communication between estimators and project teams. No more wasted time recreating budgets at the beginning of a project. Now with Esticom, they just hit transfer to the budget. There's so much more to come as we continue to innovate on a more integrated and collaborative pre-construction process. Back to you, Christy.
Thank you, Michelle. Creating a more collaborative and connected experience starts with pre-construction, but it definitely doesn't end there. For builders outside the U.S., inspection and test plans, or ITPs, are one of the most important processes to aid in communication and establish expectations before construction begins. An ITP summarizes how the quality of a specific part of the project should be managed. We work side by side with our customers around the world to meet this need in Procore with action plans, which I'm happy to say is available now. Action plans allow cross-team collaboration on all your quality plans and help support the ISO 9001 suite of standards, so you can confidently build better. Let's take a look.
Are your ITPs lost, incomplete, inaccurate? Stop relying on manual solutions that don't support or future-proof your quality assurance plans. Introducing Procore Action Plans to help you plan, execute, and collaborate to achieve quality and compliance outcomes. Using Procore's best-in-class drawings, photos, and inspections tools, Action Plans is a consolidated approach to your quality plan. Build your plans and ITPs from templates that can be optimized and passed down from project to project. Dynamically import these templates into the project and customize based on your requirements. Set the supporting criteria and seamlessly execute on that plan from one controlled location. Outline plan sections and steps, add descriptions or expectations, and link to the necessary documentation. Get insight into program overrun and maintain accountability for all critical milestones through verification methods. Gather signatures and records to ensure standards and necessary stakeholder involvement. Access actionable supporting documentation and clarify expectations with checklists and forms from any mobile device. Site teams now have the clarity they need to execute your plan successfully, as the action plan updates in real time. Track progress of records so your plan can keep moving forward. Access and export your plan to show the full picture of intent and outcomes quickly for quality and safety management. Work collaboratively, improve your quality program, and verify standards. See the whole picture. Procore Action Plans, built for quality.
When talking with Climatech, a mechanical services contractor in Australia, Action Plans is saving time and money. It removed the 6 to 8 months of headaches where they had several people collating documents around the clock, with everyone pulling out their hair at the end of a job. Now, building better also means a more collaborative platform, so your design and construction teams can easily work together to resolve design issues in models and drawings before construction starts. And then, of course, the field teams doing the construction need to be able to use that model. We want to make the model as easy to use as the drawing, and we're starting to blur the lines between these two documents. Now with Procore BIM, teams can truly build off the model. You really have to see these enhancements in action, so I'd like to invite Dave McCool to show you how Procore's investment in BIM is connecting your pre-construction workflows to your course of construction activities.
Thanks, Christy. We've released several improvements to make it easier for your field teams and office teams to collaborate remotely during the design coordination process. We know that coordination doesn't just happen in the models, and often the devils are in the details. So we've added the ability for your teams to do design reviews and create issues on the 2D drawings. You can create issues using pins or from any markup on the drawings tool. Now you can coordinate your project whether you're in the model or on the drawings, because like I said, clashes aren't always in the model, and you won't always have a model. You know, as a former BIM director, I saw firsthand how easy it was for our project teams to get lost in the 3D model. And when I talk with Procore customers now, we hear the same thing. A lot of times it's because the viewers weren't built with the whole team in mind. They were built for BIM experts. But Procore BIM is built for the entire team. The ability to easily navigate in 3D is one of our top priorities. So to make it even easier for your field teams to collaborate, we've added a Follow Me feature that allows users to quickly find and navigate to other users' locations in the model. We also know that your teams spend a ton of time coordinating the model, but are unable to fully leverage them in the field. So we recently released the ability to use coordinated models to easily produce coordinated drawings in the field. I'm thrilled to announce our new feature, Dynamic 2D Views. This enhances the value of the models for your field teams by instantly producing lift drawings on the fly. Now, just to be clear, these aren't drawings, PDFs, that we're putting into the model. These views are being generated directly from your federated model. So now you can view consolidated structural and MEP systems, as well as other objects straight from the model, and zoom in and out to see dimensions and measurements that dynamically adjust as you change perspective. This can alleviate hours of work previously required to create consolidated lift drawings and reduce rework by minimizing the risks associated with missing an embed, a sleeve, or a blockout, saving you a ton of time and money. For Josh Souls, a foreman with North Mechanical Contracting, who showed up every week for the beta calls from the field with his hard hat on and safety glasses so he could give us feedback on this feature. He said, having access to elevation drawings on the fly in Procore is just one more tool that enables him to do his job more efficiently. You've heard me say it before. Procore invested in BIM to protect your investment in BIM. And we will continue to innovate and invest in making sure these models make it to the teams installing the work in the field. Back to you, Christy.
Thank you, Dave. Now I'd like to highlight how the Procore platform is leveraging data to help project teams and company leaders make better decisions. In construction, every job site, every work hour, every task can be improved when your data is telling a clear story. In an average week, Procore customers create and collaborate on over 120,000 bid invitations and upload over 335,000 drawings. Procore Analytics brings all that data together and makes sense of it so you can build smarter. The future of design, planning, and pre-construction is about unlocking a project's complete data journey so that actual data can drive inputs for your next project. One way we've done this is with analytics packages customized for specific project stakeholders. We started this last year with the owner's reports, and we followed that with new specialty contractor reports. These packages apply data analysis to the task of planning projects, tracking production, and managing the performance of field teams, making our customers much more efficient and agile with their field work. An example of this is benchmarking in Procore Analytics. Let's take a look at production rate benchmarking. You can measure your active projects against past performance, identify what types of work have typically been more expensive than anticipated, and highlight areas of improvement for future projects. Another example is a new budget benchmarking report. This allows you to compare past performance on projects of a similar size and type and use that to make educated decisions about how you plan or bid out a new project. These benchmark data sets are another way the Procore platform is using machine learning. It gives us the data needed to help improve results in estimating and bidding, forecasting, performance management, quality and safety, and so much more. We are currently making a number of product investments to apply benchmarks and comparative analysis to almost every aspect of a project. This has been a home run for our customers. Scott Polson from BenMax said, Procore Analytics provides visibility for us to analyze and validate information quickly to allow us to make decisions faster and with more confidence. With this focus on improving project insights with Procore Analytics, we haven't lost sight of why our customers fell in love with us in the first place, which is because we make solutions that work. In that spirit, we're making major enhancements to our native reporting as well, introducing an entirely new framework for reporting on the Procore platform. Let's take a look.
Procore's new enhanced reporting gives you fast and accurate insights into your business and field operations by giving you integrated, platform-wide, on-demand reporting across your project or portfolio. Let's check it out. Procore Enhanced Reporting connects the dots between all your Procore products, combining data from related tools in a single report, giving you the power to quickly and easily access the information you need from across the Procore platform, whether that's for monthly reporting or for more actively managing your project. The interactive dashboards give you the perfect canvas to see all your information at once in real time, with data from active and historical projects both easily accessible. These make it easy to cut through the noise of your tabular data by focusing on your most important metrics. New enhanced data visualizations make it easy to digest and analyze any itemized report at a glance. These enable you and your organization to flag issues quickly, drill into your data, and take action. Enhanced reporting is flexible and easily customized, so you can create comprehensive cross-tool reports that consolidate your project information, which can then be summarized and communicated as a more holistic story thanks to all the intuitive data visualizations. Share live access or automatically schedule distribution of reports to executives, owners, project stakeholders, and any other collaborators, so you can make your monthly, weekly, or even daily reporting process just a little easier. Reports can even be shared as custom templates between projects. This makes it easy to standardize the metrics and reports your organization views and tracks. This type of sharing streamlines communication, increases transparency, and helps your teams focus their efforts and resources more efficiently. To learn more about Procore Enhanced Reporting, talk to your Procore representative.
These are just a couple of ways the Procore platform is helping our customers collaborate and work smarter. Our sole focus here at Procore is construction. We're not just building what you need now, we're also building for where you need to go. Now I'd like to introduce Bob Gardner to highlight how they are connecting their project teams through all phases of construction on the Procore platform.
Thank you, Christy. A little bit about the story of Gardner Builders. We're based in Minneapolis. We have culture hubs in Minneapolis, Duluth, Minnesota, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then we have Gardner Builders US, which does work all over the country. We started October 1st of 2010, and we started with this philosophy of relationships, culture, and technology. Those are our three uniques. So as it relates to technology, we started literally with an iPhone, an iPad. The iPad had just come out, and a MacBook. And we did everything cloud-based. And so our goal was to show up like the big boys and be a sophisticated general contractor that showed up in a way that was seamless and not an issue. And so wanted to be able to show up on a job site, or if I had to pull over to the side of the road and answer an RFI, that we could do that. We had a product at that time called the Construction Project Manager, which is a FileMaker database project management software. And the challenge there was it was sort of cloud-based, and it was on an older platform of FileMaker. And the gentleman who created it was aging and wasn't reinvesting in the technology. And so we were way behind. And we ended up having to do some research. So we looked into the functionality of Construction Project Manager was phenomenal, but it didn't meet our needs as far as being able to tune into it everywhere we went. So we actually hired a consultant to compare Procore and buying Construction Project Manager and rebuilding it on a new database for our own purposes. After we looked at it, it would have been like an $800,000 investment to buy this company. And then we were in the construction software business, or a minor investment to invest in Procore on an annual basis to get so much more, almost checked every box that we needed. But having a customer success group that actually would listen to you and iterate with you on the things that needed to happen. So we built this, so it was a no-brainer for us to pick Procore. And we actually engaged with Procore on a couple of things. We had also, we're using a construction superintendent daily log tool that we downloaded off the App Store. And it was awesome because every job for every single project that we did, every day we would do a daily log. We still do that today, but that product would crash. It was a one-off. So there was no database behind it. You would create a PDF and you would send it to the client. If you got halfway through it and it crashed, you had to start over again. That turned out to be pretty frustrating. So we engaged Procore. The daily log tool within Procore at the time was not what we needed it to be. So the customer success team worked with us, the Wilmer folks that happen to be just down the road in Minnesota here. They worked with us to create and customize that daily log tool to fit our needs and to fit our clients' needs. And so still to this day, we use the daily log every single day on every single project. And that's a Herculean effort. So that's bringing our field and office teams together. It's bringing our communication with our client together and our trade partners and our design partners, allows everyone to have this transparency. As we've come along in the years that we've worked with Procore, I don't actually feel like a client. I don't think our team feels like clients. We feel like everyone we engage with at Procore are our friends first. And we build this rapport. And it's, to me, there's this commonality between Gardner Builders and Procore, where we want to be a hospitality company that happens to be in commercial construction. And we want to change the industry by being the platinum standard by which all others are measured. Likewise, Procore shows up in a way that is working to change the industry and is working to recognize and build great relationships. So I'm really fortunate. All of us are fortunate to have the opportunity to work with Procore every day. I'm excited as well with the daily log tool, the example that I used there. Procore just acquired Esticom, and we're starting to do use it to take off tool, and we're working with customer success to make sure that we can open up the wider array of what Esticom offers for our pre-construction solution. So I'm looking forward to carrying on this conversation with a larger group of professionals.
I've got a reputation as being a real straight shooter. I don't know if it comes from my family background or just working with contractors now for 30 years, but 9 times out of 10, someone will say to me, "I really appreciate you being open and honest." When a contractor comes to me, they're obviously looking for some sort of solution. And the bottom line is, contractors just want to deal with people that they know and trust.
Hey, Jennifer. How are you doing?
You got to be out there, you've got to listen, you've got to be a creative problem solver to get the job done. At the end of the day, my goal is to help contractors find the best solution.
I've been in construction all my life. I got a job with a local mason and learned how to lay brick and block. I then went on to college to get my degree in civil engineering with a geotechnical focus. I worked for 9 years building high-rises in downtown Boston and still maintain my high-rise license to this day. That was the experience that really made a difference in what I do now. When contractors realize I speak their language,
Hey Mike, how are you?
they see me differently. All of a sudden they know I'm not just some sort of an insurance guy. I'm one of them. When they know I understand, they lean in a little closer and really listen.
I think the combination of coming from a blue-collar background and working in risk management for an E&C 10 company gives me a real appreciation for people who go out into the trades every single day and how hard they work. I grew up learning that a handshake means something, and that's what this industry is all about. Trust.
Hey Rick, it's good to see you. Glad you're here.
We have over 700 people that live and breathe construction 24/7. We've got an infrastructure of underwriters, claim, and risk control professionals dedicated to just construction. I feel a deep sense of commitment to use our expertise and our knowledge to help folks run a better job and help make sure people get home safe.
When you see workers climbing up 37 stories with all the noise and the dust and the debris, it's terrifying. When something goes wrong, it can go wrong in a big way. It gives you a healthy fear and a real respect for what these guys do every day.
Oh, hey Dan, how are you?
I walk around with a forensic eye.
Appreciate that.
My knowledge of what can go wrong after 35 years being around construction, it's very much appreciated by our policyholders. Helping keep businesses safe and growing and moving forward, that's the real importance of what I do.
Jennifer Lee.
Mike Kopang.
Rick Keegan.
Dan Krieger, part of the crew.
We've got many different pieces of the equation. We've got architects, clients, consultants, subcontractors.
So we can run, $30 million jobs down to a $300,000 job. And the demands, administrative demands of those projects can be really different.
It's hard to make the economics of a project work. Having everybody on the same page, same system. It should save time and most importantly, money.
So we provide this platform and it enables them to work more effectively. There are boundless opportunities. I think automation in all forms will really revolutionize the industry.
And I think with Procore, not only managing the project becomes easier, better, more efficient, but also planning the project and the economics of the project do as well.
We surveyed site staff from across all of our sectors, and what we found was
On average, on a site person, we could save them probably an hour a day conservatively by just implementing digital platforms. So then what we did was extrapolated that across the amount of site staff we have in the organisation per week, and then into a yearly annual cost. It's about 1.3 million euro.
1.3 million euro.
Yeah.
I mean, our projects are large, multi-million-dollar projects, and so they're always going to be labor-intensive, but if we can draw those costs down by better use of technology, that is very helpful for us.
Most of the costs you incur during construction, from change orders or developing new budgets, are from mistakes that weren't caught early enough or people that missed out on information. Getting everyone in the loop and making sure everyone's up to date all the time is completely essential.
El tiempo cada vez es más valioso.
No tienes que estar encerrado dentro de 4 paredes y una computadora para estar viendo lo que necesitas ver. Yo lo hago en mi teléfono. Entonces eso te ayuda, te da movilidad y te ayuda a de alguna manera a tener una mejor administración de tu tiempo.
You know, I've gotten so much of my time back where I can focus on more important things. I'm not having to go out and generate a different log manually. The system is doing that for me.
It was additional manpower for me. The moment I discovered what Procore could do, it just brought a complete sense of relief. That's when I discovered I cannot do another project without this.
We can be the best that we are, we can be the biggest disruptor, we can take the market by storm. If we don't keep up with innovation, if we don't keep pushing the boundaries, we will fall by the wayside.
The construction industry is in a way afraid of collaborating together because of all the complexity. And on the other hand, people want to collaborate more because they understand that is the key to be more efficient.
Whether it's internally amongst the teams, whether it's with our supply chain or even our customers. It's all about building genuine partnerships at grassroots level all the way through to the top.
La virtud de tener Procore con nosotros como herramienta es alinearnos a los valores de la empresa en Gaia, ¿no? La transparencia, la honestidad. Y eso nos ha ayudado a vender confianza.
To have the information that's issued within the last hour, previously we would have to walk back to the site office, download the information, upload it to the software. With Procore, all this can be done immediately and live.
There will always need to be somebody on site, but there's still the communication of site to office to management. That can all be done a lot more efficiently because you can have a regular video conference call. They can do that video walkthrough anytime when they're on site.
Es decir, qué mejor que tener un plano actualizado al día, qué mejor que contar con un submittal autorizado y firmado, ¿no? Qué mejor contar con un estado de cuenta real, ¿no? Para el cliente. Entonces, increíble que un cliente en Alemania se mete a la plataforma de Procore y pueda visualizar toda esa información en tiempo real.
Before Procore, owners and contractors and subcontractors were all sort of working at odds with each other. Pulling all this together gives us the ability to be on the same page and working together as a team.